So I thought I'd mansplain some feminists why they're not fucking funny. Because they're not. They're fucking stupid. 24 funny tweets that prove feminists are fucking hilarious. Not for the right reasons, though. Look at this. 61,000 retweets. Broflake. Straight white male offended by any feminist or ethnic activity? What the fuck is an ethnic activity? What is it, something that black people do that other people don't do? Is it, I mean, hey, look, I'm not one to make judgments, but I actually don't think these things are actually confined to race. That is not directly designed for him. Kyle, how come there's no straight pride parade? Me, oh my god, you're such a delicate little broflake. Well, the thing is, if he wanted a straight pride parade, which I agree would be stupid as a gay pride parade, you'd complain. But I love this. Guys, it has a name. Okay, but why aren't you using it? Why do I never hear people using it? Because it doesn't catch on. Because the right are correct when they say the left can't meme. Because you fucking can't. Your memes are terrible. Your jokes are unfunny. I accidentally used men's moisturiser on my hands and now I can't shake the urge to write tweets correcting women online. Okay. That's hilarious. Ha 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 ha. Yes, we all use moisturiser. I mean, I'm sure there are men who do, but holy shit. The jellyfish is the most masculine creature in the sea. It is both fragile and toxic. What are you doing out of the kitchen? Who gave you permission? Where's your husband? Oh, don't get upset. That's not that fragile, toxic femininity we were talking so much about. See, anything that's just outside of the bounds of your feminism is fragile. Anything that's just not the thing you call fragile. Anyway, I used my woman card at the ATM today. Tried to withdraw $100, but the machine gave me $79. Don't worry, it's someone else's money. The patriarchy's fatal mistake was installing windows over the kitchen sink so we could see what was outside. I bet you're not married. I bet you're single, childless cat lady, aren't you? Women's razors being less sharp but more expensive encapsulates patriarchy perfectly. Just buy men's razors. I mean, we don't even call them men's razors. We just call them razors. They're just razors. You could just buy them. You'd be like, oh, this is grey. Well, that's fine. It's sharper, cheaper, and it shaves my legs better. But no, for some reason, women have to have expensive pink ones that are shit. You tell me why. You're the ones. You're playing yourselves, you fucking morons. There are no restrictions. Anyone can buy a man's razor. No, the shop's not going to say no. I'm sorry, you're a lady. You have to have a pink one. I'll have what he's having. Higher pay. Right to make choices about my body. Ability to walk down the street at night without fear. What? Maybe feminists are funny. Do you want to be actively discriminated against by the state? Do you want to be the minority of university applicants? Do you want to be absolutely screwed in divorce courts? Do you want all of the things that men get? Do you? You have no fucking idea how privileged you are, and it's embarrassing to look at you and think that you think you're funny. Higher pay. Amazing. Amazing. Someone else worked for that. It's not yours. You didn't get that pay because you didn't earn it. The right to make choices about your body. In what way do you not have the right to make choices about your body? Come on. Did you get circumcised, did you? Oh, no, that was someone else. The ability to walk down the street at night without fear. Yeah, you should probably put the burqa on. That's what they're for, you know. It's to protect women from the lustful gazes of men. Get that burqa on. Come on. If you're a male pundit critiquing a woman's weight, you should have to do it shirtless in front of an audience of women 3 roses deep. I think you mean rows deep. Okay. I'm fat and you're fat too. Now what? Another day, another 77 cents. Maybe you shouldn't have done gender studies. Top comment. The first comment I come to is shoe. Men, am I right? 2,000 retweets. That's fucking true. It's just whining about men because that's what feminists do. Whine about men. Do you have any real problems? I mean, I know the answer's no, but it's just hilarious. It's really hilarious that you think you're funny in any way, shape or form. Wait, a women's razor's really less sharp? I have no fucking idea. I don't know why women ever would spend money on a more expensive razor, regardless of how pink it is. But I guess that's patriarchy for you, isn't it? Before some of you say women also attack women, let me point out that women have been raised historically to see each other as competition for the approval of men. Well, if you're all trying to get a man, and you are all in the same boat, and there is a limited pool of men, then yes, you are in competition with one another to get a man, in the same way that men are in competition with one another to get a woman. Oh, what now? What now? Yes, you two your mothers will raise you to say, look, you have to be more attractive than the other women around you if you want to marry the man that you want, because otherwise he's probably going to choose a more attractive woman. Right? I mean, what? Does that not make sense to you or something? Is there something that's missing from your brains? Someone posting the Consad study before Obama took office, totally debunking the wage gap. Never mind. Paige dear, work another 23 cents and you'll get your dollar. It's simple math. Does insulting women make you feel better about yourself? No, but insulting feminists does. And, you know, you don't have to be a woman to be a feminist. You could also be a eunuch. Or a sex offender. Or a murderer. Or a paedophile, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of bad shit in feminism. Male feminists are like animals. They introduced to eradicate pests who end up more annoying than the original pests. Feminist opinion of male feminists there, guys. I mean, I know that you have severe social problems, and I know that you are utterly repulsive to most women on Earth, and the only way you can get close to a woman is by acting like a complete submissive eunuch, but there's no reason that you actually have to do this. And do you know what? If you just tell women no, they respect you for it. But what I like about number 7 is that someone points out in the comments. So, is this person saying they don't want any men to be feminists? And someone's like, they're saying that a lot of male feminists are terrible at it. Which is true. They're awful feminists. They're not women. They have a propensity towards sexual harassment. They're horrible to look at. Which can be true, especially if you've watched one take over the room and silence any woman who disagrees with him. Now, I've never seen a male feminist do that. They seem completely submissive to me. Total bitches. No one has any respect for them. I'm loving Angie Atkinson. It ultimately rests on the shoulder of the ally, though, not the oppressed. I bet you're not oppressed, are you, Angie? I bet you live in America. I bet you're doing alright. I bet you got an iPhone. I bet you got a job that's not like, it's not in a factory or something. You're going to have a nice office job. It's going to be air conditioned. You're going to go, you're going to do your job. You're probably a progressive journalist. It's my job as an ally to remove my ego from the equation and listen to a critique in a way that helps me to move forward with a better understanding of their experiences. Not take it as a personal attack and start yelling, not all white people. What, because yes, all white people? What? Why not? It's the same here with men and how they relate to women and feminism. They're not the same, are they? 18% in the US, 7% in the UK. Feminism is to women what jihadis are to Islam. A tiny and weaponized proportion of the population. I love this. Number 15. Higher pay, the right to make choices, blah, blah, blah. Wow, sheer feminist arrogance. Make choices about my body. Circumcision. Then Mark again. Nothing arrogant about it. Nice try, you felt. No, it is arrogant. It's massively arrogant. And Mark's back at it again, getting his pat on the head. In before the not all men bullshit starts. Oh, no, Mark, it's all men. Especially male feminists. In fact, you're the worst. And you were called out earlier by one of your feminist overlords. Maybe you should do something about that. Maybe you should do something about your awfulness as a male feminist. Andrea Porzio. Feminist complains that women are not safe walking down the street at night like men are. Statistics say men are more likely to be assaulted walking down the streets than women. Feminism facts are like vampires and holy water. That's very true. That's absolutely true. Why aren't men feminists? They asked unironically. As a feminist, I understand the comedy of tweet number 7. The male feminist allies are weird, creepy losers who need to fuck off. But that's not really something that's cool to say. Because you're going to be exiling your allies. Cutting away your support. And you need those men to run around comment sections and clean up after you, when the actual men are just like, no, this is bullshit and totally unegalitarian, and I'm not interested in your opinion. You need some whining simp to come along and fight in your corner. So of course it's not cool to say. Anyone who supports all intersectional women's issues should be welcomed into the movement, and feminism can't turn into an elitism. I think we're a bit beyond that now. I think the horse is bolted and the stable door's still open. You're like, well, maybe we should close the stable door. I don't think it matters, dude. It's way too late for that. It's so great how not a single anti-feminist MRA troll with a deep-seated hatred of women has turned up in this thread. We've got them on the run, ladies. Nope, not a single one. Notice the first post was by a woman who was like, this is all bullshit. You're just a bunch of man-haters. That's what it is. You claim that men have a deep-seated hatred of women, but the problem is you have a deep-seated hatred of men and masculinity and everything surrounding it. And there's no way you can suggest by these jokes and your comments that you don't. How could you suggest that you are not man-haters? You loathe toxic masculinity or traditional masculinity, which means you loathe men, because that's what you're talking about. The social construct that is masculinity as perpetuated by men, you hate. Go and fucking fix your relationship with your father. I'm beginning to wonder if Christopher Hitchens was right about women not being funny. He was right. But I love this. You keep right on wondering, my friend, and women will keep being funny. Deal? You are a bit unintentionally funny, Alison. I'm not going to lie. Let's play Spot the Bro Flake. It's not even fun anymore because it's so easy. This is that feminist empathy I keep hearing so much about. Nice article, now get back in the kitchen. Are all trolls as painfully unoriginal, or is it just you? Good comeback, Kristen. Did you read his second comment? It's just a joke. I support feminists. I thought it'd be funny after reading these jokes that the first response was a man yelling, "Get back in the kitchen." Oh. Did it puncture your fragile femininity that you couldn't help? As soon as you were like, oh, that wounds me. I'm not getting back in the kitchen. Were you upset by that? It's fucking pathetic. But yeah, there is absolutely nothing of value in Buzzfeed or any of these articles.